Although we highly recommend that you play man-to-man in order to teach proper defensive fundamentals, we understand that at certain points in time in a game, you may be forced to play zone. Some of your better players may be in foul trouble. You may want to hide them a little bit. You may have a Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, or somebody on the court that you might not really be able to match up with too well. So we understand that at certain times you're going to have to play zone. We want to show you 3 basic zones that might help you if you find yourself in one of those situations. The first thing we want to show you is the 2-1-2 zone. The white team's on offense, the blue team's on defense. 2 guys at the free throw line, 1 guy in the middle, 2 guys on the block. Basic 2-1-2. What we're going to do is ask the offense to move the ball around a little bit, and we can show you the rotations on how the defense will move. So we're going to ask the point guard to go ahead and throw to the wing, and as he does, we'll rotate. Hold the ball for me on the wing. We'll ask the man who was here to pop out. We'll ask a post man to pop out to the corner a little bit. We'll ask this man to pop in, and we always have the middle man. This gentleman started in the middle, and the middle man's job is real simple in the 2-1-2. He goes middle, block, block. That's the only 3 places he can be in a 2-1-2. So he started in the middle, and he moved to the block. And then we ask the weak side man to come over. And we'll end up being able to cover most of the people. We're going to have to leave somebody open. That's the bad part about a zone. And we may leave this person open. We may leave this person open. But we're trying to plug up or stop as many holes as we can. So let's take it back up top and show you the rotation again. Okay, let's go to this side. All right, pop out. Okay, pop out if somebody comes to the wing. We have to have somebody pop out because people can shoot. We can't leave guys wide open. Rotate to the block, come over, rotate over. Again, somebody will be left open. As we showed you in the zone offense, you're going to have holes, and that's the bad part about a zone, but we want to give you an option. All right, throw it back up top. Now, let's just show you one thing. A lot of people say, well, why do you run a 2-1-2 and not a 2-3? Let's show you what happens if we run a 2-3 zone. Bob, I'll pop down for me a little bit. If we run a 2-3 zone, we now have a hole. And as we talked about earlier, if you play against a team that's pretty good, they're going to find a gap. And what's going to happen is if you're sitting in a 2-3 and this man flashes, he's going to be wide open. So this is why if you do have to play zone, we highly recommend that you go ahead and play a 2-1-2 to plug the hole. And that's going to take care of our rotation in the 2-1-2 zone. We want to show it to you in fast speed now so you can kind of see how things will move. So guys in white, go ahead and move the ball around and let's see the rotation. Good. Keep it moving. Pop it back. Good. Swing it. Pop out. Block the block. Middle man. Good. Good. Swing it. Good. All right, hold up. Right there. Stay where you are. Now, the one thing that can kill a zone defense is a skip pass. Okay? And that's to be able to get the ball from one side of the court to the other. And we talked about that in the passing segment of the tape. The key in any zone defense is to have the man who's on the ball be able to get his hands up. If he'll keep his hands up, he's got to stay bent, okay, so that the man can't drive by him. But if he'll keep his hands up, it's going to be really tough for somebody to be able to throw a skip pass. So that's one very important point in the zone is to be able to keep your hands up so they can't throw that skip pass and beat you. And that's our 2-1-2 zone. Come on back up top. Let's show you our next segment. All right, what happens if you have to play against a team that has 3 great outside shooters? You could be in a little bit of trouble. So we'll change up and we'll go show you a 3-2 defense. Come on up. We're going to have 3 guys up top. Now, if that's a shooter, we're going to have to cheat out a little bit. Okay? Shooter, shooter. Okay? So we're going to have to cheat out a little bit to the shooter. So we're going to have 3 people up top. Sometimes it looks like a 1-2-2. It depends on how high they bring the shooters. If they bring their shooters way out high right there and they like a 3, come on up a little bit. Come on up a little bit, Johnny. Come on up. Okay, now you're kind of more like a 3-2. What's the bad part about a 3-2? The middle. Okay, you're covering the 3-point shooters because they might be killing you from out, but the middle's going to be hard to cover. What has to happen in the 3-2 is these 2 guys almost play man-to-man. So if this guy would flash, come on, flash, then this guy might have to stay with him a little bit. Okay, most of the times you run a 3-2 against people that have good outside shooters, which means they're probably not going to go inside a lot. So you might not have to worry about that, but just in case you do, remember that the bottom 2 people in the 3-2 have to almost match up man-to-man. So let's go ahead and show you a 3-2 rotation. Hand in the face. Always hand in the face because of the shooters. Stay close. Hand in the face. Good. Rotate. Good. Now you guys down low can flash every now and then. Good, hands up, get in his face, don't let him shoot. They're shooters, swing it, get in his face. Good. And you can see the bottom people are rotating almost man to man, top people. All right, good. And that's a 3-2. And again, we run that against people who have very good outside shooters to hopefully take away the three-point shot. All right, the last zone defense that we want to talk about in phase 2 is a 1-3-1. Now, let's get in a 1-3-1, Blue. White, go ahead, set your offense up top. Now, the problem with a 1-3-1 is if you run it regular and you don't try to trap out of it, we're going to show you about trapping in a second, but if you don't trap out of a 1-3-1, you're going to be very vulnerable on the baseline shots. For example, throw the ball to the wing. Now step out, that's just a little, right there. Throw the ball down low. Now turn and square up. Now look what happens. Because you only have one person down low, he's in trouble. He's got to try to hurry up and run out, and then this guy's got to try to hurry up and run down, and by that time they've probably scored. So a 1-3-1 just sitting back is going to be really tough to do defensively without getting scored on. So what's our secret to a 1-3-1? Throw it back up top. We like to throw a little pressure when we use a 1-3-1, a little trap. And what we do is we have the top man force the ball to a side. What side is he going to force the ball to? The man's weak side. If we know this ball handler, what hand are you, right or left-handed? You right-handed. So probably his weak hand is going to be his left hand. So he would turn the man so that he would have to dribble with his weak hand, his left hand. And we would force him to come into the trap. And once he gets down low enough, we have a trap that comes. So this is our first trap. We have 2 traps we can do in a 1-3-1. That's our first trap. What happens on our rotation? We have this man will rotate out a little bit. The weak side man always does what? Drops low. And then this man comes to the ball side. Now, if we come right here, go ahead and throw it to the wing. Now we have a secondary trap. Again, force him to his weak side. Start to dribble in a little bit. Stop right there. What happens? We come and we rotate. Drop down quickly. Drop, drop. And again, who are we leaving open? The man furthest away from the ball. Is there any way that this guy should be able to throw the ball from here to here? Not if these guys are doing a good job and they're trapping in and putting pressure on him. He should not be able to get the ball all the way across the court. You have time to rotate up, rotate, rotate. All right, let's walk through a 1-3-1 and show you some of the options we have in this. Okay, again, try to turn him, let's say his weak side is the right now. Turn him to the right. All right, trap, slow, stop. All right, now, what has to happen? This man has to turn him to the corner. So you have to come on this side, turn him to the corner. Now, as this starts to happen, okay, start to come up, you got to rotate down. Very good. Drop, drop, get in front, drop. Now, who's the open man? Here. But he should not be able to get him the ball because these guys are putting pressure on the ball. And that's the key to a 1-3-1 is to try to trap the try to trap the offense so that they cannot get an easy skip pass. Let's go up top. All right, come on. Now let's show you fast motion. You guys try to score. White, try to score. Defense, put a little pressure on him. Let's see what happens. Go ahead. Turn him, trap, go trap, turn him. Come on, turn him. Trap, go get him. Time. Oh. Hold up. What happened? Come on back. Get it to him right here. Throw it up here. Now what happened? He went right there. Get the ball back up top. Throw it. Okay, what you have to do? Go trap. There you go. Right there. All right? You made a quick pass, huh? All right, hold up. Let's reset. All right, get ready. Now you guys put the pressure on. All right, turn him. Here we go. Okay, good. Go get him. There you go. Good. Turn him. Right there. Oh, almost. All right, good job. All right, back up top. All right, that's a 1-3-1 defense with the trap. And again, those are 3 basic zone defenses that we tried to show you that if you need to use them for any reason, foul trouble, explosive offensive player, you can use those defenses to try to offset some problems that you might be having. And again, that's phase 2 defense. Good job.